Welcome back to another late night story with Rich. You know, being the bachelor that I am, I like to get away mentally and stimulate my mind by letting you listen to my stories. Richie Rich. I don't know if any of you have visited the Brazilian rainforest. I believe they call it America's rainforest. Man. So I've always had this fantasy of playing Tarzan ever since I was a kid. And I knew that when I visited the Brazilian rainforest, I had to put on my Tarzan outfit and explore the rainforest in my Tarzan outfit. Maybe even climb a few trees and just sit back and enjoy the scenery. So I got that chance to go to Brazil and visit the rainforest. My tour guide was a Brazilian young lady who knew the area very well. She took me down into the rainforest, and I explained to her what I would like to change into, and she snickered. Yeah, she snickered. I told her that I wanted to put on this Tarzan outfit, and I walked out in my Tarzan outfit, and she looked and she says, I want to tell you something. I have always wanted to come out here and be Jane in the rainforest. And man, what she had on was definitely Jane attire. So I said, would you like to join me in my fantasy of playing Tarzan and Jane? You might as well. You're my tour guide. That would make for a great adventure. And she said, yes, I'd love to join you. So we took off through the rainforest. You could hear the birds chirping. Just the sound of this rainforest is just amazing. And we walked, and I had a little picnic basket, and I decided we'd take a break in the rainforest and enjoy a bite to eat. And we really got to know each other and found that we had some things in common as we sat there and ate our lunch and enjoyed the rainforest. And I didn't realize she was a ham just like me. Loved to laugh and clown, and just the sort of thing I needed while I was in the rainforest. As we're eating, we see some monkeys go by, and oh man, it was just a beautiful sight. And the birds, they were so colorful, big beaks and just flying around and just chirping and just, Now my tour guide, this Brazilian delight. With the beautiful, intelligent spirit. So after lunch, we decided to continue deeper into the rainforest. And she told me that she knew where there was a treehouse, and all we had to do was climb into the treehouse. And who knows, we could look out and see all over the rainforest and enjoy the evening air maybe. So we took off for the treehouse in the rainforest, and this treehouse, once we arrived, I looked at it and I'm like, who brought all this material out here and built this thing? It was beautiful. Oh, it was beautiful. It was laid. But you had to climb up this tree to get into the treehouse. So we got into the treehouse and it was real snug. And it had these ice packs with wine inside of these little containers. And I'm like, wow, I like it. So I took the wine out and we had a glass of wine and overlooked the scenery in the rainforest. And it was hot and it was humid. And we were both sweaty. We enjoyed the scenery and the rain coming down, cooling us off. She looked at me, and I looked at her. Yeah. I said, I tell you what, why don't you come closer? And I rubbed my shoulder against her shoulder as we looked over into the rainforest, and man, she gazed in my eyes and I gazed in her eyes, and her hand just kind of fell into my hand. Yeah. And all of a sudden, I did the Tarzan roar. Yeah. And she looked at me and she turned around and she did the Jane roar, and we laughed and giggled. Oh man. So I took her around her waist. She put her arms around me. Yeah. I said, come closer, baby. I whispered in her ear. And all of a sudden it started thundering and lightning and raining harder. And she kissed me. Yeah. And I kissed her back. And it thundered hard. And I kissed her harder. Yeah. The lightning and the thunder just kept roaring and roaring. Yeah. Richie Rich. Exit. Stage right.